Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and the Restless weekly spoilers find Daniel Romalotti in grave danger during the week of September 23 to 27, 2024. Meanwhile, a family is desperate and someone takes action on Y&R. Take a look at the latest spoilers for the CBS soap opera. This week, Young and the Restless weekly spoilers confirm Daniel Romalotti is in serious danger. He and his lady, Heather Stevens, are planning to start fresh with new jobs in Genoa City rather than moving away. However, Daniel would be better off listening to Heather and leaving town with their daughter, Lucy Romalotti. Currently, Sharon Newman is being haunted by dreams of murdering Daniel on Young and the Restless. And soon she gives into her dark impulses, driven by her hallucination of Cameron Kirsten. Then, things get dangerous when she sneaks into his apartment and poisons his whiskey. So far, it's unclear if her plan works. But soon, she's frantic on Young and Restless, wondering how she'll get out of the mess she's created. So, it seems likely that Daniel Romalotti drinks the poisoned booze and his life hangs in the balance. While Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziadei, remains clueless about Sharon Newman's case, vengeful intentions toward him, her family frantically enacts a plan. Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, springs into action. Nick and his daughter, Mariah Copeland, Karen Grimes, devise a way to help Sharon. However, it might be too late for Daniel. Then, the soap celebrates Sharon's case as she marks 30 years playing Sharon Newman on Young and the Restless. There will be a Sharon-centric episode that reflects her most significant moments on Y&R. Also, it will shed light on her bipolar diagnosis and the history leading up to her current storyline, where she is targeting Daniel Romalotti. Elsewhere, on Y&R, Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, commands control of a situation. Most likely, it involves Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, and Slash or Abbott Chancellor. Red likely makes the power move at the office. But if she's not careful, it could blow up in her face. Billy has already warned her that giving her the title of co-CEO does not permit her to make decisions without consulting him. So she could find herself at odds with Billy soon. Y&R spoilers promise major drama and fallout this week. Tune in daily to see if Daniel Romalotti survives Sharon's breakdown on the CBS Sudser. This week on The Young and the Restless, the shadows grow longer in Genoa City, and the air is thick with secrets and betrayal. At the heart of the chaos is Daniel Romalotti, caught in a storm of deception that threatens not just his career, but his very life. Daniel stared at the screen in disbelief, the cursor blinking like a heartbeat. For weeks, he'd been working with Lily to expand Omegasphere, the gaming platform that had once pulled him back from the brink. But in the process of securing new tech, Daniel uncovered irregularities, unauthorized code changes, phantom developers, and a mysterious investor who didn't exist. He should have stopped. He should have looked the other way. But Daniel Romalotti has never been one to back down from a mystery. Phyllis senses something is off with her son. Daniel is distant, brooding. When she corners him at Crimson Lights, he tries to brush her off, but she sees the tension in his jaw, the way his eyes dart to the door. But when he leaves his coffee half-finished and bolts out the door after receiving a text, Phyllis knows something is terribly wrong. Meanwhile, Lily is blindsided when she discovers that a backer for Omegasphere's expansion has pulled out. The loss could sink their project, but what's more disturbing is that the investor claims Daniel told them to walk away. Daniel meets with Kevin Fisher, hoping his old friend can help him trace the source of the hacking. Kevin is reluctant at first, but when he sees the code Daniel shows him, code that mirrors designs from a notorious cybercriminal ring, he agrees to dig deeper. There's a shell company listed in Singapore, Kevin says, eyes wide. But the money's coming from here, Genoa City. At the Abbott estate, Ashley receives a visit from a former associate of Tucker's, someone who hints that Tucker might know more about Omegasphere's mysterious investor than he's letting on. Is Tucker sabotaging Daniel to get closer to Devon, or is he protecting someone else? Daniel's apartment is broken into, but nothing is taken, at least, nothing physical. His computer is wiped, his backup drive's gone. Only a single message remains, scrawled in permanent marker on his wall. That night, Daniel meets with Chance Chancellor in secret. He's reluctant to bring in the police, but Chance insists that if Daniel's being threatened, it's more than just corporate espionage. Elsewhere, Heather returns to town unexpectedly. She says she came to check on Lucy, but when she hears about the threats, she confronts Daniel. Their chemistry simmers, unresolved, but Daniel can't afford to be distracted. Someone wants him gone. Lily and Devon confront Tucker, demanding answers. He denies any involvement, but a smirk plays at the corner of his lips as he sips his scotch. Maybe Daniel should stop chasing ghosts. People get hurt that way. Back at the Newman Tower, Victor takes an interest in Omegasphere's troubles. He tasks Nate with quietly investigating who's moving against Daniel, concerned that someone might be trying to destabilize Chancellor Winters from the inside. Meanwhile, Kevin uncovers a name: Area Nova, a former developer who vanished after being blacklisted in the tech world. She was brilliant, but unstable, and had a grudge against Omegasphere for rejecting her pitch. Daniel tracks her down. What he finds is shocking. Area is living off-grid, and she warns him that he's in way over his head. Before Daniel can press her further, a shot rings out. They duck for cover, and when they emerge, Area is gone, and so is any hope of a clean resolution. Daniel finally comes clean to Lily and Heather about everything. The threats, the sabotage, the attack. He shows them the footage Kevin recovered. Someone following him through Chancellor Park, someone in a mask. Daniel races to Phyllis's place, heart pounding. But by the time he gets there, whoever it was is gone, leaving behind only a dead phone and a playing card, a joker, stained with red ink. In the final moments of Friday's episode, Daniel stands alone at the edge of Chancellor Park, staring into the darkness. Rain begins to fall. Thunder rumbles in the distance.